ain't rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I play the animal.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll send Brown in motion right. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No score after one on EA Sports. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
19-7.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19-18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go, set.
In motion left is Watkins. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot 17.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call them, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
18 runner.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goedert. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 39, Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Let's go now.
In motion left is Watkins. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
In motion right is Brown. Second down, back to Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the ground with a tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Okay, ready?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop.
10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
Pat the 50, pat the 50. Okay. 19 Wyatt.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 69 yards on the ground for him so far. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
Here we go, cut.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown this late in the game should all but be the dagger.
We never want to say that a game is over, but it certainly feels that way. That final touchdown seems to have created enough room for them to start celebrating.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football.
I'm the best in the best in the dope. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best in the best in the prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the bitch and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get off, go up, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get off, go up, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands that yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be called like a simple just zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get off, go up, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get off, go up, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
It's another one.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and we are underway in Buffalo. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down. They'll run at Sanders. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll look to throw here. Able to shake him off. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's gained well. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
19 tight. Catch. Cut 19. 19.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11 now. Hurts, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that one.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Rolling to his right, and that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Allen off the play fake. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Allen going to go on 4th down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. Now Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen again. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Red alert! Red alert! 19.
Here's Hurts to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 44 yards. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
Sanders on 1st down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward. A gain of 4. 2nd down, back to Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And Pascal's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Pascal as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on this. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. They'll get this to about the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Allen going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. He's got room at the 30, and he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
On first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bills ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this...
And now here is another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. This is caught. Touchdown. Grant Calcaterra with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So definitely a good... And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
18 right here. 18
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Steps away to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Grant Calcaterra, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
The good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Allen now on first down. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn it to a...
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's got it down to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 27. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
18, right here. 18, level, 18, level.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 70 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Allen uncorks one for Davis. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hurts. And that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
You know, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 50. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A give, Singletary right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
18 ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And some space here. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. No sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. and it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. On play action, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now Allen to try again after the pick-6. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And got his man complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note of the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
18, to throw again on second down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to... So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And some room to roam now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Allen. This is caught. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Allen now looks to throw. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Allen off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tommy Sweeney from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Allen will try to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again with Sanders. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Just a yard to go here on second down. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Uncorks one for Davis. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Allen out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. One final try here for Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And again, it's Allen. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis from 19 yards away. And the Bills have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Hurts and the Eagles now down 31-28. 2:08 on the clock. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Another run with Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Finding Pascal. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. Sanders. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 14-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll run at Sanders. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
Going for it with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. I took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan.
Whenever I touch down, y'all can next double E. Cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make it seem like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been moving like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-zip. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the judge. Too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott now to have the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent. And only 1 play to score it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Delay of game, Austin.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Delay of game, offense. That's not good enough, man.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted. Delay of game, offense. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Delay of game, offense. Delay of game, offense. Delay of game, offense. offense. Delay of game, offense. Delay of game, offense.